Picture this. You've just come out of your car after being voluntold to get some groceries from your local superstore. You walk in, get your groceries, and as you're walking out, you see this elderly lady standing there with a basket of poppies, politely asking everyone, "Good afternoon. Would you like to make a donation to the Legion and get a poppy?" After getting a poppy, you decide to have a nice conversation with her. You learn her name is Linda, and that the reason she is doing this is because not only had her grandfather fought in World War II, but her husband had fought in the Korean War. As you're talking, 3 teenagers walk up, rudely interrupt you, and demand for a free poppy, which the lady gladly gave. But then they went to the trash can and threw it away, laughing. Madame MC, fellow cadets, honored guests, and judges, I am Flight Corporal Rizwan, and today I'll be talking about the importance of lest we forget. Every year on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we honor the sacrifice of the soldiers who gave their lives for our freedom. Yet we rarely appreciate that after that. Every day you have the right to go to school, you have the right to health care, and you have the right to have control over your life. Yet we don't honor the sacrifice that went into those rights. We don't care. We think it's unimportant since it's been 70 years since the last World War, or we think it's only for old-timers, people we believe are stuck in the past. I myself once thought the sacrifice of the soldiers was unimportant to me. I used to believe that since my parents, my grandparents, had never participated in any conflict that affected Canada, that there was no reason for me to care. But that is where I was wrong. You see, without the sacrifice of these veterans, would people be even allowed to come into this great country? And without that, I couldn't proudly call myself a Canadian citizen. I am not only from Maple Ridge, but also Saskatchewan and Toronto, and I've been noticing a growing trend recently. Children and the elderly are far more likely to attend a Remembrance Day parade or to even simply wear a poppy than the general public. And I don't understand this, because there's a staff holiday that day, so why don't they come? Laziness. They believe their time is better spent checking out the newest iPhone or the latest in fashion, rather than attending a Remembrance Day parade. Some people even believe that procrastinating is better, that at least they're doing something they want to. And a small minority even believe that the tiniest donation to get a poppy is worthless and only goes to the government. I believe that is incorrect. I believe every Remembrance Day we should at least wear a poppy, if not attend a Remembrance Day parade. In the beginning, I talked about me and Linda's story of the 3 teenagers disrespecting an important symbol in Canadian history. And you may be wondering about my reaction to that. Well, I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the fact that the education system of Canada had failed these teenagers in teaching them what lest we forget meant. And I was also disappointed in the fact that our community hadn't helped teach them what lest we forget was truly about. I believe we should together not only change our education system so it can better influence today's youth, but also we as a community should change youth's perspective of lest we forget, so not only does our community understand it, but also our province and our country. Over 62,921 Canadian veterans died in World War I. Fathers, sisters, wives, people with absolutely no military background joined the armed forces, not for the adventure or the ride, but to make sure the freedom they enjoyed in their country would stay. Some teenagers lying about their ages, went into the military to make sure their little brothers and sisters would never have to experience what they were going to. And as much as the armed forces tried to avoid it, family names were lost. Family trees disappeared. But we still must remember the unknown soldier, because he too made sure that we as a country have our freedom. Let me finish with a quote out of John McCrae's poem, In Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. Hold high the torch of freedom, for none of us know how many lives went into lighting it.